If you have a hard time getting up from the couch, or if when you sit down, you're like a sack of potatoes, this video is made just for you because I'm going to show you 5 exercises to improve the strength of your thighs and glutes, so you can get up more easily, to have more control, and above all, not depend on anyone when getting up from the couch, the bed, or even the bathroom. To do this small routine, that we will need a sheet of paper and a stick, which could be a broomstick, for example. And finally, if you have an elastic band. If you don't have the elastic band, that's absolutely fine. All right, let's place this first sheet of paper on the floor to do the first exercise. You could also use a sock, a cloth. The important thing is that there's something that slides on the floor so you can do the exercise comfortably. We sit on the edge of that sofa and place our foot on the sheet of paper. Ensure the board fits within the sheet, and from here what I want to do is very simple. I'm going to extend my knee as much as possible, pulling the tip of my foot towards me, and then return to the starting position. If you can't fully straighten your knee, you're still too far into the couch and need to move your butt out more. We fully stretch, pulling the tip of the foot towards me, strong in a straight line, and then we bend back to the starting position. We're going to do 5 like this, and then I'll show you another 5 using a band to improve the glute workout, contract. Here I want that knee nice and straight, hold for a couple of seconds, and we go back. 3, let's go again. You can substitute it, like I said, with a sock, a cloth, a handkerchief, whatever, as long as it slides. Let's do one more. Fully extend. Notice how my leg is completely straight, and then I relax and bend. How can we make this exercise better? By adding a little bit of resistance, because by doing so we'll also work the glute muscles, which are extremely important for standing up. We place that elastic band right here, just below the toes, and we rest the heel as always. And what I want now is for you to wrap that elastic a little bit with your hands, so there's some tension from the start. And now, not only are we going to have to stretch the leg, but there will also be a slight pull from the elastic, which will improve the muscle strength work. Let's go again. We're gonna do 5, just point your toes toward me. Very good. 2, let's go again. That's it. Stretch that knee well. 3, keep it nice and straight. And if you don't have a band, well, just do 5 more, 4 without it, like we did before. And finally, 5, very good. Put the band aside. Obviously, we have to work with the other leg, even if you don't like it. Place that heel firmly on the sheet, and from here, fully extend your knee. Flex your toes toward you. If your knee doesn't extend fully, it may stay slightly bent. In that case, it's because your buttocks are too far in, too far back on the couch. Let's go with this second toe point. Very good contraction here. Not touched. I notice how the blood flows, how the muscle works. Let's do the third. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 18, 19, 21. Now the fourth. I relax. Last repetition. Let's go again. Very good. And 5. If you have a resistance band, put it on. If not, that's fine. Keep going without it. Same process. Place it by my toes, twist for more tension, and bam. The work multiplies. 1, relax. Let's go again. 2, I extend my leg. We can also notice it in the back, hamstrings, and calf. But that's more stretching than work, so don't be fooled. It's not the same to feel a sensation of movement or muscle stretching as it is to feel the work of contraction. In the front, it's contraction. In the back, it's more like stretching. Last 2, I extend strongly. See how I add tension here with my band. Very good. I bring it in. Last repetition. That's it. Strong. And relax. Well, the sheet stayed there, but anyway, we don't need it anymore, so we can even take it off camera. Next, what are we gonna do? Knee extension, now without letting that foot touch the floor. This time, move your buttocks far back, get comfortable on your couch, and lean back. It will actually be easier to do the exercise this way. And from here, it's simple. I want you to lift your legs, basically the same as we've seen before, except now they don't slide, so it's more difficult. Hold on tightly to the sofa, extend one leg, and point your toes toward you. This foot doesn't have to be pointing toward the ceiling, but a little bit outward. We hold the contraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We relax. And now we do the opposite side, toes slightly outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I relax. We'll do 10 with each leg, totaling 20. I relax. I'm very tall, so my leg already hits here, but that's fine if you're as tall as me. You can put a small cushion down here so your feet start from a slightly higher position and you have more freedom of movement. What you can also do, which is very simple, is add weight at the ankle level, okay? A 1 kilo ankle strap, 2 kilos. That's more than enough to intensify this exercise. Go ahead, pull toward me. How many is that? 9, 9, 9, 8, 4, 5, 6, 4. Let's go. 7 makes 20. Take it easy. Work on it. 8. Stretch. 9. One more with the left. 10. And now I'm going to add some weight so you can see how it is. With a little bit of load. I already have the weights. Let's do 5 more with each leg to make a total of 10. I've put on 2 kilos and you can really feel the load, huh? We hold for 3, 4, 5 seconds and repeat on the other side. I fully extend, toes pointed a little outward, hold the position. Relax, that's 2 up. Relax 3, let's go again. Up, relax 4. 5 more. Very simple, it's not hard, especially if you do it with me. 6. Let's go for it. Good contraction, heat at the knee level. 7. 8, come on, last 2. And the weight isn't essential, add it. It's difficult, but not essential. Just with the weight of your own leg, we start to stimulate that quadriceps, that front thigh muscle that's really going to help us stand up. Good point. Standing up isn't just about legs. There's also a very important movement we do with our torso, and it's basically shifting that weight forward. If my torso is back here, I can't stand up no matter how strong my legs are or how much I try. There has to be a transfer of weight forward that then allows us to lean on our feet and stand up. Here's what we'll do for the deadlift, since it also involves lumbar stabilization. An easy exercise that requires little effort from you. We'll need the stick from our broom for this. It doesn't have to be new. Use your old broom. Stand at the edge of the couch, okay? And I want you to stand up very, very straight with the stick in front of your knees. Hold that stick just a little outside your knees. Watch carefully what I'll do next. I keep my chest up high, I don't hunch forward, and what I do is, as if I were a hinge, I bend forward for my lower back and my hips. Until the stick is around ankle level. This isn't what we're after. I'm not trying to get the stick to my feet, I'm just trying to go as far as possible with my chest out, with the shoulder blades pulled back. My shoulders are pulled back, I return to the starting position. What's happening here is that it's my lower back that's controlling the movement. It's not my shoulders, it's not my arms, it's a hinge movement between my femur and my spine. I come back up. My arms are totally dead. I'm not moving them at all. Down. 4, and this is what allows us to train that forward weight transfer movement. 5. So that later, it will be much easier to stand up. Let's do it again. 6. That's it. Up, remember. The goal is not to reach the floor, but to make a hinge movement. If I want to reach the floor, I can. I can even knead bread down here, but I can't stay straight anymore. 7, we have 3 left. Let's go for it. 8, very good. Think about that chest, that forward gaze. 9, last repetition. Go down, Mancha, that's good. And 10, you're going to feel the effort, especially between your shoulder blades, at the lumbar area, and even a little bit in your glutes. You won't feel anything in your knees or any specific effort. but it's definitely a very good exercise that leaves you with great sensations in your back. We've worked on knees, we've worked on that important weight transfer where we also need to build confidence. And now we're going to do a little glute work. I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning. Do you need a small stool, something you can lean on to do the exercise? The glute, second to last, so we can strengthen them. Pay close attention. Make sure you have a low surface in front of you, like a table, chair, or anything you prefer, okay? This surface, it will let us support ourselves and get off the couch. This is when tension peaks and we must use our greatest strength. And that's why I want to train it in safe conditions, where there's no risk of falling, no risk of getting hurt. So let's place that small stool in front of us at whatever distance you want. It will depend a lot on your anatomy, and from here I want you to really focus on your glutes. And look, little by little you lift them up a bit and then let them fall back down. And be careful, it's not necessary to lift them off. In fact, just making the motion and pressing your legs against the floor is enough. As long as the sofa cushion rises a little bit, that's enough. I'm not asking you to twerk here or to lift your buttocks. I'm simply asking you to take the pressure off your buttocks, support yourself, and then let yourself fall back down. Is it demanding? I'll let you know, okay? So it's enough to just activate, to think about pushing the floor down and lifting your buttocks up, okay? We're going to do 10 repetitions each at their own pace. We support each other, we hold on tight, okay? I lean forward, push with my hands, lift my hips, and return to the starting position. If you can't do it, it's okay. I won't get tired of saying it. I push, lift my buttocks a little, look, and then relax. As you can see, I've only lifted my buttocks off the couch by just a millimeter. Again, I push with my hands, lean forward, and lift until I feel my buttocks lift a little off the couch. There's less pressure here at the glute level. Let's do it again. Lift and relax. The strength has to come from here. It's your feet that push down so your buttocks lift up. We've done 4. Let's go for 5. The more you lean forward, 6, the easier the exercise gets, basically, because if you're here, all the weight is on your glutes, and the exercise becomes very difficult. If I'm here, the weight shifts forward towards the stool, and this allows my glute area to be less loaded. Let's go again. 7, and what if you want to work a little harder? We can substitute it with the stick, more unstable, more difficult, but we can also use it. We plant it in front, support ourselves, and lift. 8. Be careful, because it's much more difficult, okay? It's not suitable for everyone. That's why we didn't do it from the beginning. With the stick. I support myself and lift my buttocks a little. 9. Last repetition. I support myself, lift one buttock, and 10. Very good exercise. Notice that I'm practically sweating from the intensity. To finish, I have one last exercise, which will split into 2 parts based on how strong you feel. So we can get up properly, okay? We can do 2 things if you are someone who has difficulties, a lot of difficulties, and who practically can't do it right now. We'll use our arms for support and to lock our knees behind. Basically, we place our hands on our knees and support our feet. On the floor, maintain about a 90-degree bend, as that's when you'll build the most strength. Next, rest on your knees and lean forward, like with the stick deadlift. And I want you to push your knees back. Why? On one hand, you're going to use your arms to help you stand up straight. On the other hand, you're going to lock those knees. If your knees were too loose and you lacked your hands, you'd fall forward. That's the double purpose. We support ourselves by shifting some work from our legs to our arms and locking our knees to prevent them from moving forward. Place your palms with fingers facing each other, lean forward, and slightly lift your buttocks, just like with the cushion. We push, 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 and once you're here, all that's left is to stand up. Okay, shall we do 5 like this? Very simple. And then 5 more in case you're more capable and it's not so hard for you, neither to stand up nor to sit down. I put my palms on the floor, look down, and lift my buttocks slightly, just like we did. I push with my hands, at the same time as my knees straighten. 3. Let's try again. With support and fingers together, I lift my buttocks, push hard with my hands, and lock my knees. 4. To sit, it's the opposite and usually harder. Let's try again. Push. That's 4 or 5. I think this is the 5th one already. And 5. Very good. Imagine that maybe this isn't all easy. It's just a simple appetizer and you want to try something a little harder. That's okay. I also have things for you. You can position yourself like this with your hands in front. By having them in front, it also creates leverage that will help you get up. A weight, a forward push, okay? However, you won't be able to lock your knees, all right? And you need some control over your body so you don't fall forward. Basically, we're going to do the following. Place your arms between your knees with your elbows more or less at the height of your knees. From here, I lean forward like in a deadlift, and I reach a point where I feel that the balance between front and back is even. That's when we take off and lift up. 1. We'll do 5 like this. For the opposite movement, we go down and reverse it. I lean forward. 2. Here. The trick is to find that exact spot where you don't put weight forward or backward. It would be here. Look, just tilt. I'm not using force here. I'm tilting from back to front. 3, last 2. 4, last repetition. And 5. Very good. If you want to make it even a little harder, we can, instead of putting that support in front, place your hands behind, interlaced. Here, we don't help ourselves anymore, we have a counterweight. The exercise is harder because no matter how far I lean forward, I can't find that balance. And I have to pull a lot with my legs, which makes the exercise much more demanding. This is only reserved for those of you who have much stronger legs, okay? We're just going to do 3 so you can see, 2, and so that if you want, you can practice at home. Knees of steel and 3. Very good, friends. These have been all the exercises. I said there were 5, but I gave you a bunch of variations that came up along the way. And I didn't even have it written down. If you want to keep improving the strength of your knees, even if you have knee osteoarthritis, even if you have a meniscus injury, even if you have patellofemoral syndrome, even if you have patellar instability, I wholeheartedly recommend you watch the video that appears up here in the top right corner of the screen, where I'm going to show you how you can eliminate knee pain. Not just today, but forever, for the rest of your life. Click there, watch the video, and I'll give you the keys to achieve it. That's it. I'm really glad to see that you've made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope you've practiced the exercises at home, and I also hope you keep doing them. 3 or 4 half-hour sessions a week. Can they really make a big difference between someone who can't get up and someone who can? With complete ease, that's all. Thank you again for making it to the end of the video, and I hope to see you again very soon in one of my other videos. Bye, friends.